but I'm not too happy with how it's been done. You know. Oh, that looks... that could be the landmark we're looking for. Inscribed rock. Okay. In the service of our great lord Oluhan, only initiates into the cult may use this portal. Volunteers should report to Matesh in Varo Trade House in Vos for further information on joining the service of... I thought I did join. I mean, it's okay. Vos is not far. So I can go there. I'm gonna mark this place so I don't have to travel again. Skimpy loot. Oh come on, the loot wasn't bad. And I did. You mean for the 6 house minigame, right? Truth is, as I added the creatures, and I was like, okay, this one is for between 2 and 4 players. So I made it in such a way that when you win, you always, even if there were the maximum number of players, you win more than you paid to join the game. So, and Onion, honestly, how many septims do you have? 30,000? We're going to see if the intervention really takes me to Vos, because I doubt it. We want an arm sleeve intervention. See? Aldrin. I knew it couldn't be. You lost it already. Oh. 2 to 3k. Oh, that's quite a bit. But wait, you bought a mod. 2. Well, 1. Which I clearly need to finish again. I'm gonna have to look into the alchemy so she can make you potion. And well, at least that. Let's not be lazy and walk to Vos. I mean, it's just a few jog away from here. Still with me, guys? Good. Belial, by the way, you promised me some depressing talk. I saw an insect crawling up a window. Each time it neared the top of the glass, it fell back down at the bottom and began to climb anew. Never once did it comprehend its own futility. How fortunate it is to be ignorant. Oh, he does have the companion share now. Oh, that's good. And he has no armor whatsoever. Oh, let's cover him up, shall we? I was curious about the L bracer that he's supposed to have. Well, you know what, you can have these. And unfortunately I've dumped everything I had already, so... And he doesn't like the boots. I guess his unarmored is much higher. 39. I think you're okay, Onion. You'll be fine. You know what I fancy? I fancy a song. In our travels, you know, to keep us going. Megan, sorry, to go back to the mods on console, I thought that they had been checked before they're approved. So they shouldn't be freezing. I mean, that was the idea, that Bethesda would curate those mods, so there are only quality mods in there. I don't know what's going on with Starfire, but clearly all these NPC like to gather around now. It's a bit funny. Belial corners you at every party and expounds on the futility of life, even when they play my jam. I don't know, avoid him maybe. use a strong chameleon enchantment. There is Voss. What is that over there? And what is that here? And clearly we have some serious land clipping. Oof! Serious land clipping issues. I'm guessing it's Pegasus Ranch. It is, okay. Well, the good thing is I found it. Hello, horse. The good thing is I found it, so if I tweak the load order, hopefully it should be fine. You're in combat, of course you are. These NPCs that don't realize how much they hate me. Until it's too late. Sorry, Belial. Didn't mean to drain your health. Let me help you. Or is it Jasmine? Okay, good. Yes, the ranch has fallen on some really, really hard times. That is most likely because I should have put it lower in the load order. It modified the landscape, and then after that I'm loading something else that puts the landscape back. And just as we reach our destination. So we want to go to the trade house. Let's not run around in circles and look for it. Farmhouse, 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 chapel, farmhouse, 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 farmhouse. Okay. I have found a strange rock in which Ashuran, of which Ashuran told. Inscribed upon it are these words: in the service of our Varro Trade House in Voss. Oh, I'm stupid. I know, it's the one that's close to the docks. Down there, of course. And I believe it is one of the first shops that we find. Telvanni architecture. You're locked. Telvanni architecture is so complicated to navigate, especially when you have, you know, a bunch of companions. Then it really is quite troublesome. Rebirth landscape was unbearably clippy with so many mods, but I don't have Rebirth. But I do know that it's I mean, it is a great mod, and I will have a playthrough with it sooner or later for sure. There we are. But Belial, no, you're not the person I want. I will have a playthrough with it soon, I mean at some point, but I also know that I'm gonna have to really reduce my mod list because it's not compatible with a lot of things. Matt Tesh. Ah, okay, I see. I must have put the ring. Oh, darn. You know, I emptied all kinds of things in my house because I tend to collect all the rings that have enchantments, and I put it away. That's why nothing's happening. Okay, that's not a big problem. We're going to mark this place, which is going to be quite useful, seeing as we can't use the intervention. You tried it recently and it was great for the touch-ups, but basically you had to play vanilla. It's a choice you have to make. I chose the Rebirth has so many different things, so many new things that you don't need that many mods. But then again, you do need to be careful. Hey Star, the problem with Rebirth was especially for mod after it changes much too often, not just updates but entire area changes. Yeah, wait. Am I just not wearing it, or do I not have the ring? It's an inscribed ring, isn't it? Let's try that again.
Sweet moon sugar.
Sweet moon sugar, indeed. Right. So Rebirth, definitely will play it. But then mod list shrunk to the bare minimum, I guess. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. Alright, let's see what happens. Oluhan. I guess we're gonna talk about Oluhan. Okay. You know, maybe it was just that, because I did talk to him. Maybe it was just that I needed to wear the ring when I was activating the rock. Thou shalt killed and be killed in his service. That's particularly gloomy. Too frustrate. Only if you want to have other mods. But then again, like, even if I assume if there was, I don't know, a shop mod that I really wanted, then I would load it in the CS and move it around a little bit to make it work. Jenga going up, indeed. Alright, I don't think you've got anything to tell me. So now that I have equipped the ring, I'm going to recall to the rock. I did not put a mark. That's perfectly fine. We're just good. We're just perfectly fine. Darn. Silver lining, I get to pick up more ingredients. And to go a tiny bit faster, yeah, Pegasus range. We're gonna have to fix that, because that's the first time I was like, okay, my character is, you know, imperial through and through. She should not be riding a guar. She should be riding a horse. That makes sense. And I've had the game, I mean the mod, installed in a number of games, but I never got far enough. I had never found the place. That's how it is. I should mark every place. I saw marked territories and I was like, yes, that's what I should do. Like a Khajiit, I don't know. Did that... Who are you? Oh, it's a dark seducer. greatest regret is I can't get the armor, even though it's most likely a little too skimpy for my taste. Dark Lawn Sword, it's just too expensive. I won't be able to sell it. You're healthy, you're good. Nothing is sacred, but more importantly, nothing is worthwhile. It's like, shoot me now. Ew! Don't you have potions? Yes, a whole bunch of potions, please. Restore yourself. Take a healing potion. You choose a bargain potion. Really now. Too skimpy? What is this? Foreign language speak? I guess. Heal companion. Come on. That was close, wasn't it? Come on, one more. Belial, you're good. You're immortal after all. So, Sking, did you say you do not like this replacer? Yeah, I thought maybe too cheeky with a shortcut. There we are. Give me a second to imagine that onion. I think for the first time in my life I would consider not eating too much onion. The African one is not for you? Elder Kaguti. I find it refreshing. When I travel there, I go, oh yeah, that's what it looks like. But I also like the. Okay, I like a lot of them. I think with my replacers, you know, for the landscape and for the architecture, what I look for the most is just the refreshing factor. Like, that looks different. I like that. It's probably good. I have all the artistic ability of a piece of cheese. But you know, you can learn. I mean, I'm sure you could work something out. Alright, I have the ring equipped. So please let me in the mighty city of Kar. And I don't even know what's going to happen there. Feel the breeze in that cheese armor. That's a good one. You don't think it fits? It's clearly not extremely lore friendly, I'll give you that. But seeing as one of the things that I like about Morrowind is how each region looks very different from the other. Okay. You place the ring carefully into the hole provided and then remove it. You find yourself somewhere new. Ton ton ton. And that's me without my companions, and I can't leave the place. Alright. Someone who didn't go very far, an initiate, who died without drinking his health potion. How stupid is that? Honestly. Sadim Tomb, or I'm really glad the rats are ignoring. Oops. Sadim Tomb or nothing at all. Gotcha. Let's go to Sadim's Tomb then. Dragon Age 3 has cheese shield? Like, seriously? I haven't played Dragon Age 3. I haven't finished. Oh, it's locked. Oh. It's locked. I'm thinking the key is either one of the rats has eaten the key, which means I will have to kill them, or I was kind of hoping it was here on the other side, or I need to fall here. It's not actually... Okay, let's do it. Rising force cheap, thank you for that. No, it is just a trap. Okay, next up we're gonna have to kill the rats. But before I do that, I should have keen eyes, detect keys and detect enchantments. For 30 feet. I mean, if the key is lying on the floor, I really want to know about it. Levitate ordinary, lightning shield is cheap, water walking, water breathing, superb, we're gonna cheap. I'm still detecting keys, if any. Right. Well, next guess, we kill the rats. I mean, we're gonna take the bone meal in case, you know, the key is set as a very improbable item. But seeing as these rats are not attacking me, I'm saying they're vanilla. Well, I am stomped there. The rats have not eaten the key. The key is not lying. I am not seeing a container, but it is clearly locked. There clearly is neither key nor enchantment lying around in this room. There's also only a single door, which I cannot open at this point. I find it really odd that, you know, the quest would send you somewhere. So it could something that looks like it's nothing actually be a container. That's why I'm going along the wall to see if any of those walls has a name. Selling budgies, going cheap. Not bad. Did we get a golf clap? We did get a golf clap. Really, my best guess was that... Oops! I didn't mean to jump. Nor hurt myself. Wait a second. Ah! I see. These are two different places. Okay. So this could be... I see. Okay, nice. Well, moderately nice. I don't like swimming. Big breath. I mean, I do have a few potions. You know what? I guess it's just as well I killed those poor rats. Because right now they would be dead anyway. You haven't changed now that you're in the water. Fair enough. Let's take a potion. Water walking is not going to help me much, is it? Alright. Okay, that was an interesting puzzle. I can see today when all points are measured on the Norm-Neuer scale. Yes. That would be the scale of injustice or slaughterfish. That's random. Okay. We have reached a new place. It's very, very yellow. The legend of Prince Sadim. There was once a prince of Kar who went by the name of Sadim. Okay. Above all other things, Sadim craved wealth. He enjoyed the hunt with his friends and entertained them with lavish parties in his father's halls, where the finest meats and wine were served. He wore only the finest clothes and was always wearing jewelry worth thousands. He enjoyed the high life so much that soon he was spending even beyond his father's generous allowance. Not wishing to give up his extravagant lifestyle, he asked his father if his allowance might be increased. His father, Nomolos, warned him that this consistent carousing would lead the prince into disaster and refused to increase his income. Sadim was furious and scared that he might lose his friend's favor. So, in a desperate attempt to save his lifestyle, he went to the shrine of Azura. Although he was not a believer in the power of the Daedra, but that's silly, he asked Azura if she might find some way of helping him increase his wealth. Azura, amused to find a non-believer in such a desperate state, told him that she might help him for a cost. She told Sadim that if he stood in the public square of Kar and openly embraced the cult of Daedra, and stated that when he was king, a shrine to her might be erected in the city, then she would grant him wealth beyond his wildest dreams, wealth that would last him for the rest of his life. Not knowing the mischievous ways of Azura, Sadim agreed and did as she asked. At first he could tell no difference, but when he went to his meat that evening, he was astonished to find that, as he touched his goblet of wine, it turned instantly into gold. I see. This greatly delighted our poor prince, and he spent some time wandering his quarters, turning everything that he touched into gold. Dreaming of the untold wealth that was his, he went to his best friend's house to tell him the news. He shook hands with the poor man, and of course instantly turned to gold, for to touch Sadim meant instant death. Horrified, Sadim shut himself away in his sumptuous apartments. He ordered food and drinks to be brought, but of course he could not eat the food, for as soon as he touched it, it became a dull yellow metal he had previously craved so much. Shortly thereafter he died of hunger, cursing Azura as he did so, and history lives on as a cautionary tale for those who desire wealth. Death comes through wealth. Thank you for that remake of a classic tale. Okay, let's see what different areas we have. We have trial by bone. Whatsoever ye shall sow, so shall ye reap. Okay. He should have asked for power to turn things into cheese, and he would make a fortune there as well. Trial by water. Lever room. Examine the door to see that in it are 3 ring-shaped holes. The door will not open. Okay, I'm guessing there's a third trial. No, I only see 2. The water trial, the bone trial. Well, let's start with the water trial. It doesn't have a warning on the door, so here's to hoping.